Hi guys, Mike here for a new tutorial, my first tutorial about Breakdance, a new WordPress page builder. So today we show you how to do some cool animation with a scrolling animation feature. So let's start to do that now with some images. I have a lot of cool images here. Let's pick up one. Okay, change the size, 300, 300. All right. And let's duplicate that one and change the layout of the section. All right. So let's start to animate our first image here. We select the image and go to the option Animation, Scrolling Animation, Enabled. So let's do a vertical position animation, -300 to 300. We don't touch the middle. You can put 0. It's the same effect here. And let's check that. It's moving. Okay. Let's save to be sure it works fine in the front end. So let's check too. Okay, kind of weird. If you notice that the animation stopped before we reach the end. So you might think it's a bug. Actually, it's not a bug at all. What you need to know is the scrolling animation and the entrance animation use the GSAP and scroll trigger libraries. And it's something we have to do. So not only with this page builder, it's when you do some vertical animation, it's always better to select a container that is not animated, instead of the image by itself. So how to do that here? We animate the image, but it will be relative to the section. By default, we animate the image and it's relative to the image itself. If you can see, this image here should be at the same position as the one there. And when the white one reaches the top, the animation stopped. Let's show you how to fix that. So it's not a bug, like I said, it's just a good practice. So we select our image here. We select our section, go to advanced, and we add an ID, a class or an ID actually, as long as it's unique. So my cool section will be the ID of the section that contains the image here. And let's select our image and go to the scrolling animation option. And if you go to the bottom, you have an advanced option. And here you have relative to. So by default is a viewport. We can change page, which means it should be relative to the full page. So it depends on how many elements and how long is your page. And what we have to choose is custom. And we put our ID. So the ID of that one there, of the section. Let's save that and check now how it works. Now it works properly. As you can see, when we are in the middle of the page, the image is in the middle too. So it's very important when you do some vertical position animation to choose a custom class or ID to be sure it works as expected. Let's do the same with this one. I will do like this. The second one, let's remove the animation. And for the third one, let's change and remove that part. Now we see the difference between the three. So that one is not animated, the one in the middle. So the first one is made properly, and the second one, the third one here, you see the difference. So you only have to do that for vertical position. And once again, it's not a bug. It's just very normal. It's how GSAP works. Now, if we want to do some other animation, like, for example, let's remove the vertical horizontal position. We don't have to do that. It's horizontal, so let's change that here. For example, do a little animation like this. Or not VH, but VW, right? And here we don't have this problem. We can do some cool stuff like this. We can add more option like opacity. So for example, 0. You start with 0 when you reach the middle of the screen, 1 and 0 again. Let's check that. Let's duplicate. So we have 3 images here, as you can see. Let's do some other effect with that one. Let's select, for example, the middle one. We can stop it when it arrives at the middle, 0, 0, and then it will stay in the middle. We can add some other cool effect like rotation. Here, 0, 0, example, so it starts like this, and it stopped. So you have a lot of other cool effects you can make here. So the most important part is the vertical position. Always use the container here. And that's it. You are good to go. So it was my first tutorial about breakdance. See you in another tutorial.